the ones to take home and enjoy and read and pass around. But I thought this was a really neat exercise that the fourth grade did, that they signed the inside, but they were asking, what does school board do? No, what? So they made it a task, an activity. So these are some of their works that they looked up to find out what school board members do and their notes. And we thought it'd be kind of neat if you got to see their notes. So it's their student work. Okay, AIW, yeah, here, okay, so those are yours. And then one class wrote a letter and they put it into a booklet. Each of them wrote a letter and they put it into a booklet. So, but just our way of saying how much we appreciate everything you do, and all the way from preschool all the way to 12th grade. I mean, we appreciate everything you all do, so thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And yeah, they like it.
Enjoy.
Signed
Those are fun.
diploma, even all the way up to seniors, because they like that diploma sign.
I see some stuff in here I've never even heard of.
Then you know what you're supposed to be doing.
Maybe they'll give us some new job descriptions. Awesome.
Also, other information, we have Business Summit is together on stage, and I sent you the kind of the invites, and it will be May 25th from 12 to 1. And we did this a number of years ago, and we did some of the things that the elementary, middle school, and high school did after that. So what we're getting is input from businesses, and we're getting together of what their priorities, of what they'd like to see when students graduate, or like to see what we focus on. And then also we'll talk to them a little bit about what some of the things that we did since the last time we met. So we're offering that. And that's in conjunction with the Humboldt Economic Development. They're going to pay the lunch for the business and stuff, and we're trying to do as much as we can to be partners with them. So, and then also each of you, I put on child care kickoff of the brochure there that we're handing out to businesses and the people that have any questions about that. And we're just having the kickoff to see the fundraisers. Probably in July, we'll look at the 28 agreement. And then we had a meeting this afternoon. The architects came in and give us a kind of a rough draft of all the things. And I just received it, so tomorrow I'll email it to everybody. And, you know, it's going pretty good. It is very efficient to the flow and not, you know, the Taj Mahal, but it will house a number of students and stuff. Now, we're hoping that the bids will come in a little lower, and we put the bids up, you know, the projection of that at a set height. And some of the people are kind of wondering, you know, why did the middle school not get, you know, looked at? And we had talked about that previous in other years. Probably the most that we could do, unless we did major expansion, would be 35 children, and you just can't do a profitable at 35. It takes about 75 to be profitable, to make, you know, to balance out. And we have a lot of people involved, a lot of businesses that have been involved in our different the five entities. We have the county, we have both cities of Humboldt and Dakota City. We have the hospital and us too. So anyway, there's some of the questions that you have, or if you get that, and then any of them they can ask board or contact Alyssa about it. So kind of excited there. Child care, or excuse me, not child care, spring fling, spring fling. We had a low turnout this year with the high school, and we're trying to project of what some of the rationale of low numbers, but we'll evaluate it, and I think it's either the middle school or elementary the following year. We rotate from one building to the next, so that we will have that. But the spring fling, that is sponsored by the foundation, the Education Foundation. So they sponsor that, and then we get a showcase and a lot of the students. And then we already got 2 thank yous from 2 different people that thanked us for that, and they learned a lot and took a lot of pride in what they showed them. And then the last one that we have, the end of the year celebration, that will be June 2nd at 11 o'clock. And what we'll do is we'll honor years of service. So if they have 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, they'll get years of service. We will also recognize all the retirees. And then we'll recognize the staff that are coming, that have went 2 years through the new staff that's been through our system for 2 years, and then they get their official certification. We'll have lunch to follow, and the Humboldt Education Association is helping out with the lunch. So it's a really nice event. We invite the families of the retirees to come, and we have recognized them in the different years of service, and you know, it is a nice day. We used to do the morning, but we thought we got input that lunch was better. And then it's easier for some of the people that have children and stuff to come in for lunchtime, and they can sit and eat with their, you know, different people and stuff and be recognized. We're inviting the retirees too to come back, or not retirees, but the past years that retired, we invite them too, and then we put something in the paper. So it's a nice event.
And that's at the high school auditorium?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep, yep. I apologize if I'm swinging here, but I'm and, yeah, that's all I have for information. Any questions? Okay.
What's the time frame on the fundraising of the 1.5 million I see?
It just depends. If it starts flowing in, then we're looking at getting the plans out right away and submit it to the USDA, so.
Go to, so there possibly could go out to bid possibly this calendar year sometime.
Hopefully, if everything lines up and stuff.
Yeah.
We've already got some substantial donations.
Good.
And you'll see some of them in the paper and stuff, so.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a red thermometer out here.
There is on the website. We have.
Is there?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really a nice website. If you check it out, it is really nice.
I'll send you the link, or send it to Ryan, send it to you guys.
Okay, okay, I haven't seen it yet. Good.
Yeah, and it has, yep, but I'll have, we'll send it.
yeah.
we'll
So
have-
it's on the thing here, yeah.
But we'll send it anyway.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Very nice, good. Any other questions? No? Okay. Next item, policies for first read. 704.6 online fundraising campaigns. Goes all the way down through 706.3 R1, pay deduction regulation. As you can see all those, is there a motion for the first read of those?
I'll make a motion for the first read. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Personnel recommendation. Ashley Bauer as middle school family consumer science teacher for 16-17. D.D. Warren as middle school one-on-one teacher associate, 15-16. Emily Lane as the middle school Lego league coach,
Yep.
16-17. Just need one more L in there. Roxanne Olson as high school one-on-one teacher associate for 16-17. Drew Barker as high school instrumental music instructor for 16-17. Joni Torkelson as full-time high school secretary for 16-17. And then Greg Wickett as the mock trial advisor for 16-17. And then our additions that we listed, again, Cosette Goldsmith as summer custodian. Deb Dawes, summer custodian. And Pam Stoffels, summer tech assistant. And Tyler Dahl, summer custodian.
Yep.
That ought to do it?
Yep.
Good.
She's probably had that mess up her whole life, the L before the P.
Yeah, I know.
She's probably corrected that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Several times, I know your
Yeah, you
eye
take it for
kinda,
granted,
your eye
don't you?
kinda, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's why you know that.
Yeah, your eye memory goes to, yeah.
Does this then, do these personnel actions then take care of all of our fall needs?
Yes, except for one. We have one more, and then our pairs. English, and then what's the other one?
art and science.
Oh, that's right, because of the intern, yeah, so
So
three.
we've done pretty good. We've got band instructor and they got some,
We've had some quality, there was a couple of them that passed up and waited for our position until they interviewed. So it's been really, we've been lucky. Now we just need to get some more to get involved.
Where'd the band instructor come from?
Iowa State,
Iowa State?
yep,
Cool.
yep. So,
a member of the faculty there, you mean?
no, he
Or
was a student, yeah.
Student,
Just
Yeah.
graduated.
really, just, really?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Motion to approve those personnel recommendations.
I'll make the motion to approve.
There's a second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, resignations. Ron Wasaba is 8th grade track coach and middle school wrestling coach.
Should be high school.
What's that?
Should be high school.
Sorry about that, yeah.
Oh, and coaching high school wrestling
Mhm.
on Mr. Wasaba there. That's high school wrestling coach, okay. Danielle Cockrum as high school teacher associate. David Dishler as high school custodian. Brooke Kammerer as middle school teacher associate. Jill Eckhoff as high school teacher associate. Sonia Payton as kindergarten teacher. And that's it for resignations. Motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the resignations.
Is there a
I'll second.
second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, next item, the early retirement benefit.
Yeah, we had one that come in and as a board, early retirement benefit of different situations of this support staff, if they need to retire or not. Something life-changing happens between the deadline. And we had one that I would like you guys to approve of, Cheryl Miller to give the early retirement for.
Okay, you asking that as a motion?
Great.
Is there a motion to approve Cheryl Miller's early retirement?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Parent-student handbook, and then there's some changes, additional changes.
Yeah, the changes, it's a good thing, and maybe I should have said that about, highlights, is that we are right now able to do credit card, pay your students' lunch or fees on credit card now. So that's what we need to incorporate, that's what came in late on the handbook. Most of the stuff of the handbook were board policy updates that we've already approved with the board policies. So we've been changing throughout the whole year, and so we have to come in here and change it, the differences and stuff, so you guys have seen a lot of these items. And then for the different schools, we really didn't have too much changing, probably some date changes on the middle school activities, but other than that, all were just basic. The majority of it was the board policies, so.
Okay, good. All right, is there any other discussion on the parent handbook? Okay, motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the student handbook.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, next item, contract upgrades. Courtney Yemlin from BA plus 15 to BA plus 30. Brenda Capacious, BA plus 30 to MA. And Elizabeth Dent from MA to MA plus 15. Is there a motion to approve those contract upgrades?
I'll make a motion to approve contract upgrades.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and approval of the superintendent's recommendation to accept the bid for laundry services custodial for 16-17 school year.
Yep, I would recommend that we do Aramark as the bidder for this.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, then approval of the superintendent's recommendation to accept the bid for laundry services for food service.
Correct.
16-17 school year.
They have the better bid, Aramark did too, so.
They have the best bid.
Yep.
Motion to approve that.
I'll make the motion to approve the laundry services, food services for 2016-17.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, and then
No.
approval of superintendent's recommendation to accept the bid for food and food service supplies, 16-17 school year.
Yeah, I would recommend that we do it for Martin. Martin Brothers would be the supplier, so,
Same as previous years?
yes.
All right, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve food service.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Approval of superintendent's recommendation to accept the bid for milk for 16-17.
Yes, and there was some competition in that, but Dean's Foods, I would recommend that we do Dean's Foods. They were the cheaper bid.
I'll make a motion for the approval of the milk bid.
Second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Recommendation to accept the bid for bread, 16-17.
I'm getting hungry.
Milk and bread.
Okay, the bread bid, it would be Bimbo Bakeries. You guys would be setting me up on that one. Janelle was chuckling, I know that she saw that. Anyway, this is legit. Anyway, Bimbo Bakeries had the best bid for the bakery, so, yep.
All right, is there a motion?
Make the motion.
You know what I'm not saying, or what?
Make the motion to approve Bimbo Bakery.
You just want to say the word. You have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then, a recommendation to accept the bid for mowing lawn service for 16-17.
Yeah, the last 3 or 4 years, we've tried to train our custodians, and we had some summer help that would try to work on this. And then what's happened is that a lot of the, now to do spraying, you have to be certified at a certain level. You just can't be a normal custodian to be spraying and stuff. Also, I'll be, and I take some of the responsibility, but I'm not happy with some of the dandelions that we have in the clover and stuff, and I'd like to upkeep that. And with that said, our football field has been doing it for, a number of years, and also some of the softball and baseball every so often. But Scott Burchell's been doing that free gratis for some years. If you look at the football field, it's looking pretty good. Scott is a registered, and he teaches lawn service. So he'd be a very high quality person. But I would say that what the contract is, it's $7,000 to spray all the fields and athletic fields. It would mow the athletic fields and oversee the irrigation and repair. I looked at other schools are spending a lot more than this, a lot more. And so I feel fortunate to get Scott, and he said that was a fair price if, they contracted to us, so. But if you've been by the high school and stuff, we have a dandelion takeover that I really don't, maybe I'm just picky about lawns, but I'd like our place to be top-notch, no doubt. And this is one of the phases. And it isn't that those other guys weren't trying, but they just didn't understand, what the broadleaf or, how to kill clover and what, when to spray it, when not to spray it. And, they give an effort for it, but, and he would be from when, spring till, snow flies. So he'd help out with fields and stuff. Because where we have a plan of attack, if we approve tonight, he's hitting the baseball field and softball field in the morning. And then the next day he's hitting all the high school grounds so that all those dandelions will be curled by the time we move.